Hi everyone, and welcome to How to Use the Chaplaincy During the New Normal. I'm Harriet Harris. I'm the University Chaplain and Head of the Chaplaincy Service, and I'm here today to tell you all about what we have to offer, particularly in this new bizarre COVID time. As we know, the pandemic's having a huge impact on education right across the world, and we're just no exception in Edinburgh. And so we do recommend that you keep an eye on the COVID website for any updates, because the situation changes fast, as we know, and details change fast. So do keep an eye on that website, and we hope nonetheless that your preparations for coming and your arrival, if you are indeed already in Edinburgh, are going really smoothly. So I'm here to introduce you to the chaplaincy in the new normal. The chaplaincy service is a service for all staff and students. It's for people, it's a multi-faith and belief service. We are regarded by many students as a home from home. We will endeavour to be that online for people because the ways in which we can be that physically are not as much as they were last year and before the pandemic. But we are a warm and welcoming space, often felt to be a very, always felt to be a safe space, which is often appreciated by people. And we're very much a listening ear for people. We can provide guidance, pastoral support, networks for people to meet one another, and a whole range of courses, practices, people to speak to, and ways of meeting people. As I say, we are for students and staff of all faiths and none. The notion of chaplaincy actually comes from the word capella, meaning a cloak, and it comes from the story of St. Martin of Tours coming across a very vulnerable, homeless man begging by the side of the road and getting down from his horse and wrapping his cloak around him to enable him to feel warm and safe and welcome. So that's where the term chaplaincy comes from. And that's very much the ethos that we like to promote and are liked for in the university. We have a very big range of societies that sit under our umbrella, all of the religion and belief societies, as well as a lot of social justice societies and creative societies. They're very used to using our fantastic building, which is a wonderful resource when it's able to be open and fully functioning. And hopefully you will get to use that in due course. At the moment, we're opening on a limited basis for people to come in and have a chat with somebody if they want to. And the large rooms in our building are being used for teaching, because that's absolutely a priority for the university. Once things return more to normal, the large rooms get used by all of these societies, and there's a big social drop-in during the day. And that's what would happen as things begin to normalise again. This is to give you an idea of the range of people that we have on our honorary team. So we have people representing all of the world's faiths and major belief traditions, many religious, some not. So we believe there's something here for everybody. And of course, all of our team are used to working with anybody anyway, so they don't keep themselves to people only within their own traditions. The chaplaincy runs the university listening service, and again, this is for anybody wanting to come and have a conversation. We are used to conversations about any and everything. People often come in and say, what do people usually come and hear and talk about? You say, well, absolutely anything. You know, it could be a relationship that's going pear-shaped. It could be worries about studies, it could be things going wrong at home, it could be worries about flatmates, it could be for religious or spiritual guidance, it could be that people are feeling depressed or anxious. So really any and everything that people come and use the listening service for. We're super easy to use. You can email the chaplaincy, as it says on that card, or we do now have a listening service email address. Yes, we have a listening service email address, which is listening.service@ed.ac.uk. We get back to people very quickly, usually within the day, otherwise within 24 hours or straight after the weekend. But we are offering in-person listening during semester one. Now, in-person listening is our normal, but under the new normal, we expect to be doing much more listening over the phone, by email and by video call. But we are offering in-person listening from Tuesdays to Thursdays at the Chaplaincy Centre, and that will be starting up next week. That'll actually be starting on the Wednesday of next week, because we needed to get the sign-off on opening up our building. So this is some feedback on how people find it when they use the listening service, how helpful it's been for them. And for many people, this would be their primary contact with the chaplaincy. People use this in so many ways. So for many people, they'll use us for listening. Many others will use us because they're part of religion and belief or social justice and creative societies. Other people use us because they like the social space and they like coming in and getting a cup of tea, which sadly is not going to be, that's the one bit that's not going to be so possible this year for the time being. Just waiting for the slide to change. Other things that we're offering now that so much is online, and if you go to our website, just look up Chaplaincy on the University of Edinburgh website, you'll find a huge amount of online offerings. One of the very popular ones during lockdown and it's continuing is the weekly Mind Letter. So we have a fantastic mindfulness chaplain, Dr. Kitty Wheater, who produces a Mind Letter every week, and this slide here gives you an idea of the sorts of things that get covered there. These Mind Letters get retweeted all over the place. They're regarded as extremely helpful by people, so have a look there. Hope you'll find something that you enjoy amongst those. Another popular current provision is the Let's Talk podcasts. These are conversations that I have with students and staff around the university. In semester one, we ran a series on mental health at university, and that series is now fully available at Let's Talk. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music and all the main podcast providers. But during lockdown, I've done a second series called Life in Lockdown, and the final episode is about to come out. So there are 15 episodes there uploaded, and you'll hear how students and staff have responded to COVID-19 and how life is going for them, what the challenges have been, and indeed also what some of the advantages have been, things that they've learned. So do have a look at those. The chaplaincy also does a lot of social global projects, and in the last few years has been really involved in massive ways in responding to the refugee crisis. And one of the things that we do every Friday afternoon is, and again this is moving online of course at the moment, is that we have Syrian teenagers who've recently been located in Edinburgh, moved to Edinburgh. They come and work one-to-one with students from the university who help them with their English language skills and some of their high school work, and also some of their integration into Scotland, being alongside them as they get used to their new schools and start sort of making friends and things like that. So this has been a fantastic project. It's called Team Spirit, and there's a photograph there of Esty is on the left. Esty's now doing a PhD in physics. She was an undergraduate in physics at the time that photo was taken, and she's sitting next to a student who's trying to understand something. There we go. So to one of the Syrian teenagers. Just moving the slide on. So and there's lots more besides. So there's our website link, and you'll also find a whole set of induction events in the Welcome Week app. And you may not know, or you may, but induction at the university this year is happening across a full 5 weeks. It's not all being squeezed into Welcome Week. So Welcome Week starts next week, and then across the 4 weeks, the first 4 weeks of teaching, there are a whole lot of additional induction opportunities for people, and the chaplaincy's running a number of things there: mindful doodling, mindfulness, lunch and learn sessions, and spiritual practices. So do have a look, and enjoy searching and perusing. And there's our final contact email address.